During a one-day sale, a store sold each sweater of a certain type for $30 more than the store's cost to purchase each sweater. How many of these sweaters were sold during the sale? So we know from our prompt that our profit on each sweater was $30. Uh, and if they're asking us for the number of sweaters sold, it looks like we're going to have to break up our components of revenue and cost, or I should say, break up revenue and cost into their components. So the first statement says, during the sale, the total revenue from the sale of these sweaters was $270. So we know profit is equal to revenue minus cost. And we know, so our total profit then will be $30 per sweater. So 30 times the number of sweaters sold, 30N, where we'll say N is our number of sweaters sold, which is also what we're solving for. And so our revenue, they tell us is 270 minus our cost. And so our cost will be our price per sweater, or I should say the cost that we purchased the sweater times the number that were sold. So minus C times N. Now from here, so it looks like in order to solve for N, we're going to have to find something out about C, where C is our cost per sweater. So this is going to be insufficient. Statement 2 says, during the sale, the store sold each of these sweaters at a price that was 50% greater than the store's cost to purchase each sweater. Okay, so I could sort of see off the bat, this is going to be insufficient because we right now, so we know how much profit they made on each sweater, and then we know what that is as a percentage, but we don't know anything about how much profit they made or anything like that. So this is going to be insufficient, but let's still translate this statement. So same thing. So we got profit is equal to revenue minus cost. And so our profit of 30N should be equal to, now if we break up revenue into its components, that should be price times number sold. So the price times N, but we know its price is equal to 1.5 times its cost. So we got 1.5 C times N is our revenue, and our cost we'll still say is CN. And so we got 30N is equal to 1.5 CN minus CN. So 30N is equal to 0.5 CN. So now here we can divide each side by N, and we get 30 is equal to 0.5 C, which means our cost per sweater was $60. Which means if we get $30 profit per sweater, our price per sweater, we'll call that P, or we could have called it 1.5 C, is going to be $90. But so without knowing though how much profit was made, we can't really do anything else. So now together, what do we know? So now we can fill in this equation here with what we figured out here. So for example, so we know our price is $90 per sweater, and we know our price times our number sold should be equal to 270. And so 90N is equal to 270. And so our N should just be 3. And together they are sufficient. So a very low volume sweater sale.